All right, guys. So, like I said, I would come back with another video, explaining the details regarding the trade, um, with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, so Jimmy Butler and Justin Patton of the Minnesota Timberwolves have been traded for Dario for let me see Dario Saric, right? That's how you pronounce his name. Dario Saric, Robert Covington, Jared Bayless, and a second round pick. Um, and I think that trade would be done today, more than likely. Per the reports, says that Butler and the Sixers expect to reach a deal on a long term contract this summer, league sources told ESPN. The Sixers made the trade to add Butler to a big three with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Butler, who is expected, I already told y'all who's being traded in the package, and who the Timberwolves will be receiving, and who Philadelphia will be receiving. Butler, who is expected to become a free agent after the season, requested a trade prior to Timberwolves Media Day in September. He ultimately reported to the team and was averaging 21.3 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game for the and four and I think 8 Timberwolves. Um, yeah. So let's see how this goes for the 76ers, Philadelphia 76ers. I know that Jimmy Butler Jimmy Butler's, first of all, let's not get it twisted. Jimmy Butler is an amazing player. He's a great player. He's a A plus player. If you have the pieces around him, I wouldn't say an A plus. I would say an A player. That's a little bit more accurate. Um, he's not the only person on the team that can lead a squad to a championship, but if he's number two, or even number three, if he's number two, maybe depending on who's on the team. Like if he was on a team with KD, Anthony Davis, LeBron, you know, if he's on one of those teams, with an elite player, Kawhi, um, um, the Greek Freak, I could see, I could see them doing some type of damage. Um, but other than that, he's an A player. So with him being involved with this big three, is just amazing. To be honest with you, Joel Embiid, you have a shooter in Jimmy Butler. You have a defender in Jimmy Butler. You got Joel Embiid plays defense. That's just three players. You need a whole team in order to win a championship. You need them to gel. But my thing is, okay, guys, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section. There's been issues with Jimmy Butler, with young teammates. Chicago Bulls, Minnesota. Um, um, Look out for Karl Anthony Towns since this trade. Let's see what he does and how his game changes and how much that effect of Jimmy Butler being back in the Minnesota Timberwolves organization. You know, oh man, I lost my thought, man. I'm just like I'm at a softball tournament, so I'm thinking about that, thinking about my time. But long story short, in the comment section, let me know about how you think Karl Anthony Towns is gonna play after this trade with Jimmy Butler, and also Andrew Wiggins. Let's see if they'll get some fire under them. Also, Jimmy Butler's complaint was that there was no fire and intensity and no fortitude, and an edge, that in a Minnesota Timberwolves organization. especially from those players, Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. We all know Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are way past their way past their like they're doing better than what they should be. I mean, they're practically superstars, and they've only been playing for 3 years together. Okay, um, so I really want to see how that dynamic's gonna work because with those three, if you get everybody on the same page, they're gonna be dangerous, and I really want to see how much Jimmy Butler affects that locker room as far as bringing in a winning defensive um, um, tenacity. I mean, just dog. You know, just, just a defensive minded. You know, I don't know, like I want to see what how the dynamic is gonna change on that team. You know, because Jimmy Butler brings all of that. You know, and Joel Embiid's already a dog. Ben Simmons is already a dog on offense. I don't necessarily know about his defense, but I mean, if they all click, yo, it's gonna be. I mean, like, what can you say? Like, that's why, like, like if it turns out well, if Philadelphia turns out well, then I'm looking back at the Bulls like your organization was the issue. The players that you had in your organizations was the issue. I'm looking at the Minnesota Timberwolves like, no, you guys were the issue. The players that you signed to all these long contracts or whatever are the issue because Jimmy Butler came to play. He came to win championship. He came to change the environment in the locker room. You know why? To get these young players to get on the same page as him because he knows he put in that work to get where he is. And he was a part of those teams, the Chicago Bulls teams, who, I mean, they were practically going to the Eastern Conference Finals back in the day almost every year. Second round in the playoff semifinals, whatever you want to call it. You know, getting knocked out by the Heat or whatever, or Boston, you know. But those, I mean, the teams that, I mean, man, like they were good. So Jimmy Butler knows. So I just want to see how that plays out. But let me know what y'all think about what you think about the situation in the comments and how Jimmy Butler is going to affect Philly, and is it going to go bad or is it going to be for the better? Is it going to be for the worse? And also comment about what y'all think is going to happen in Minnesota. You know, are they going to go back to being under 500, a suckest team, you know, in the first round of the draft every year? Or, you know, are they going to turn it around? They going to make the playoffs without Jimmy Butler there? Man, let me know. It's Tony, man. I'm Tony. Let me know, man, what y'all think. All right? See y'all later. Peace. Like, subscribe. Don't forget that. Peace.